Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know a lot of y'all are looking at me like, wait, didn't the last time we seen you started some micro lacs on your hair? Yes, but as you can see, I took them down. So they were up for about a couple weeks, about 4 weeks, and I decided to take them down because as I noticed going through my head, they weren't the way that I wanted them to be. Some of them were bigger than others, some of them were like super duper small. And then I just watched a YouTuber by the name of It's a Mommy Time, I believe. She's another DIY micro lacker, and she started hers with twists as well. And when she was going through her video, she was saying a lot of things about like the do's and don'ts if you're thinking about getting micro lacs. And the one thing that she said that stuck out to me was, do not take the grid for granted. Now me, I did kind of take my grid for granted, and I just did it like I would do any normal set of mini twists. But as I was going through my head, I noticed that the ones that I could see here at the top, they were the size that I wanted them to be, and then the ones in the back, they weren't necessarily the size that I wanted them to be. It's like I could feel them. Because when I twist my hair initially, my hair is one side, but as it like sits, my hair tends to poof up and gets fatter. And then I know once my locks, or once they actually mature into locks, they're going to get a little fatter, and I don't want them to start off fat and then it'll be really fat, and then it just won't be the look that I'm going for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to part my hair into more sections. Last time I think I used about 4 sections, and then this time I think I'm going to use the typical grid or sections that most micro lacquers or do-it-yourself micro lacquers do. So I'm going to have like 2 here. Altogether I think I'm going to have 8 sections. 8 sections I'm going to go. So what I did now, I just took them down, I washed it, and then I blow dried it a little bit. It's not super duper straight, but I needed it to get it out of its original curl pattern, because even with me detangling my hair when it's in its natural curl pattern, especially after being washed, it's really shrunken. And I have 4C hair. Like, I have 4C hair throughout the majority of my hair, and then in the back here it's more so like looser, so it's more of like a 4A type of pattern going on in the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to part it, and then I'm going to section it off, and then I'm going to work on each section like I did last time, but I'm going to make sure that the parts are as straight as possible, and I'm trying to get it to the exact same size throughout. And I know some sections are going to have to be a little bigger, but I don't want to make them like last time where like I have like thinner edges because of postpartum shedding. So I tend to, on these parts of my head, in certain areas, I made them bigger to compensate for the fact that it's shorter hair there. And then when it grows out, it's going to be more rectangular as opposed to square, and that can cause more breakage and thinning, and I can eventually lose a lock, and that's not what I'm going for. So I want it to be healthy. It might not look like where my breakage points are, it might not look the certain way at first, but once it grows out, then it will definitely be more healthy and then look a little better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to part it, and then I'll come back to you guys after I finish my part. Okay, so I'm back. So what I did decide to do was I parted from ear to ear going in the front, and then once I parted off that front section, I went from the corner of my eyebrow, went up, and then I was left with these 4 sections in the front. And then when I came to the back, instead of taking this straight back, I had parted it like over. I used like 2 finger widths, and then I took that line all the way back. And so then I had a part go from the top of the ear across, and then the mid part of the ear across. So I ended up with, what I ended up with was the 4 sections in the front, then the 9 sections in the back. So I have 13 sections in total, and that's far different from the 4 that I had before. I was anticipating anywhere from 10 sections being the least, 10 to 12 sections. So I have 13 sections, so I guess I'm right on target. What I do want to do this time around is I'm kind of excited. I kind of want to try the interlocking method, because I did a little bit more research, and like I was saying earlier, my hair swells. It swells a lot, so once it starts to mature and actually lock, it's going to get swollen because of it being originally a 2-strand twist, and that creates more puffiness. But with the interlocking method, I don't have to worry about my hair puffing up or swelling up as much. It will get bigger, but it won't puff up naturally just because it's in that state of being. So I kind of like that too. I do have 4C hair, which means it already shrinks up, only showing about 30% of my actual length. So with doing the interlocking method as opposed to doing the 2-strand twist method, I will have a lot more shrinkage initially because it will cut down on some of the length of my hair versus the 2-strand twist where it's only 2 strands. I can easily see more of my length. I think what I'm going to do is try to do a couple of test locks first to see if I like the style or if I see if I can get it down the right way, and then I'll decide whether or not I want to proceed with that method. So I'm going to keep you guys updated with me to let you guys know how long it takes and everything like that. This will probably be a series. It won't be one full video because I don't have time for all of that, and I'll keep you guys updated on everything that I have going on as far as things I learned along the way. But for right now, that's all I had for this video. I will come back to you guys next time and let you know the progress that I have made. I'll catch you guys in the next one.